the last Christmas film that I decided to watch this year is the 2013 film A Snow Globe Christmas, which originally aired on Lifetime. And it's not the best because the protagonist is exceptionally annoying, but I do like Alicia Witt, so I'm really glad that the last Christmas film I watched this year starred her. It also stars Faison and Christina Milian. Both, of course, are fantastic. The concept for this is really interesting, and the narrative execution isn't terrible, but Meg, our protagonist, played by Alicia Witt, is so annoying that I really struggled to care about her story. This was directed by Jodi Binstock and written by Naomi L. Selfman, story by Delondra Mesa, and the description from IMDb sums it up really well. And this says, a cynical TV exec looks at the perfect town inside a Christmas globe and is magically transported to it. When she wakes up in a perfect snow-covered town, married to a local woodsman, she discovers it's not all just a fantasy. Now, I really like the fact that Christina Milian's in this because she's also in the film Snow Globe, which is kind of similar in concept. Now, what I really like about this is that our cynical TV exec, Meg, is actually producing a series of Christmas films. You can imagine her working for Lifetime or Hallmark or something like that, where they're making Christmas films when it's nowhere near Christmas. Her slogan is, Christmas is not for the elves. And because she's constantly making these films, she never gets to step back and assess her life and the kind of Christmas that she actually has. She hits her head and wakes up in this snow globe where everything is perfect and magical and quaint and quintessentially festive, and she's married to somebody from her past who she used to be enamored with, and everything seems perfect. How will she get out of the situation, and is she even going to want to? It's a very difficult thing when you wake up and realise you're in well, she doesn't realise she's in a snow globe, but she realises she's in not her reality, but everything is perfect. Would you want to wake up from that and return to reality? I'm not going to say what happens. I will say that Donald Faison's character, Ted, he played her husband, her fictitious husband. I thought he was brilliant. I loved the character, I loved his attitude. Obviously Faison is fantastic. But Meg is not. Meg is exceptionally irritating, and that's obviously essential to the narrative. She has to be this almost antagonistic individual who doesn't see the bigger picture and doesn't always focus on the true meaning of Christmas in order for her to go on this journey of self-discovery and realising what's important. But it's just so deeply embedded in who she is that I really struggled to enjoy anything she said or did. So yes, I was wanting the best for her, but it's also hard to feel any kind of sympathy when the situations get difficult because I didn't like her at all. If Meg had been slightly more likeable, I would have enjoyed this film more, but she made it very difficult to like. I didn't hate it. I don't regret the time I spent watching it. As the final Christmas film that I've seen this year, it's not terrible. There are certainly ones that I had ended with, but there are obviously a lot worse ones. I enjoyed the time I spent watching it. I won't watch it again, I don't think, but I would recommend it if you like this kind of film. Certainly the casting made it bearable. The narrative is interesting. Unfortunately, Meg is just a little bit too irritating for my liking.